Followers of the Duggar news are aware that the notorious family was required to adhere to a great deal of stringent standards while they were growing up. Before getting married, one of the recommendations was to refrain from engaging in any kind of physical intimacy. In point of fact, throughout the courtship phase, the best they could perhaps do was give their significant others a side hug. The majority of viewers would consider these guidelines to be absurd and excessively stringent. Following the arrest of Josh Duggar, other siblings from the Duggar family have come forward to confirm that their family was not ideal in every way. While several sisters have discussed the horrible experiences they had as children, some of them have also disclosed that they did not adhere to all of the IBLP principles. Additionally, one of these family members disclosed a significant amount of information on their social networking platform. There is a possibility that Joy-Anna has broken the rules of courtship. At one point in time, Joy-Anna participated in a podcast in order to discuss the courtship phase that she had to go through. In accordance with the house rules of the Duggar news, the family was required to have chaperones present if anyone was courting. As a result, Austin ran his truck over and came dangerously close to losing his life. Consequently, Joy-Anna walked to him and clung to his arm for a slightly longer period of time. Justin, who was with her at the time, observed this. Soon after, Justin voiced his displeasure with this matter to Jim Bob, who immediately became rather agitated. Following the revelation that the patriarch of the household acted in such a manner, viewers were not surprised by the information. Nevertheless, it was astounding that Jim Bob was only concerned about the fact that the person in question had broken the norms of courtship, even after they were on the approach of losing their life. As it turns out, Austin made a few hints about breaking one more rule. Austin revealed the details of yet another major rule violation that occurred during the courtship period with Joy-Anna. Joy-Anna Duggar, her husband Austin Forsyth, and their children have been in Los Angeles as of late, where they are staying with their sister Jinger and her husband Jeremy. For a podcast, they invited the pair who had previously been together. It was a spiritually uplifting meeting. On the other hand, a user of Reddit discovered something that was quite spicy. When they needed to talk, they mentioned that Austin had mentioned sending their chaperone Justin to a different room on multiple occasions. The fact that Joy and Austin broke the laws of courtship was confirmed by BYU/Boatisava and Digger Snark. Since then, viewers of Duggar News have been attempting to read an excessive amount of anything into it. They are of the opinion that Austin was being provocative when he made this statement, and that he hinted that more than just hand-holding must have taken place instead of talk to his partner. For some people, this was not true. The fact that Joy-Anna claimed that Austin was her first kiss and that it took place at the altar gives them the impression that she must have followed the rules carefully. Regarding Austin's statement, there is a great deal of misunderstanding. One further thing that many people believe is that Joy-Anna ought to be cautious about her personal moment because the rules appear to exclusively apply to women. Quite a few people are attempting to determine whether Austin actually stated what he said or whether it was a suggestive statement. Two opposing viewpoints can be found inside the Reddit thread. Others are of the opinion that they did not violate the regulations, while others are of the opinion that they did. What are some of the things that you believe have occurred? Feel free to share your thoughts with us in the comments box below. Be sure to check out Bombshell 25 for additional information regarding members of the Duggar News family. A shocking admission. For years, the Duggar family has been synonymous with a very public, conservative lifestyle, filled with strict rules around dating, relationships, and especially courtship. A fundamental principle of the Duggar family, made famous through their reality TV shows 19 Kids and Counting On, is their unwavering commitment to courtship, a practice that emphasizes emotional purity, parental oversight, and an absence of physical affection until marriage. However, this long-standing tradition recently faced a major shake-up when one Duggar family member admitted to breaking the cardinal rule of their courtship system. A shocking confession from this individual sent ripples through the Duggar family and their loyal fan base. The violation? Getting physical before the wedding, a taboo that goes against everything the Duggars have publicly espoused for years. As the public waits for more details, the question remains: how will this confession alter the Duggar family's image, and what does it mean for the future of their strict courtship culture? Let's dive deep into this family controversy, examining the rules, the fallout, and what the revelation means in the context of today's changing social dynamics. The Duggar courtship rules, a strict legacy. To understand the weight of this admission, it's essential to first revisit the Duggar family's courtship rules, which have become synonymous with their public image. The foundation of courtship. At the core of the Duggar family's dating philosophy is the idea of courtship, a process that is not just about finding a romantic partner, but about honoring one's faith, family, and community. In the Duggar household, dating is seen as a step toward marriage. No casual flings or short-term relationships here. Relationships are taken very seriously, with the ultimate goal of finding a lifelong partner who shares the same values and beliefs. One of the defining characteristics of a Duggar courtship is the complete absence of physical affection before marriage. The Duggars have often emphasized that couples should refrain from kissing, holding hands, or engaging in any other physical gestures until after the wedding ceremony. This rule is grounded in their deeply held belief in emotional purity and chastity, with the idea that couples should focus on building an emotional connection before introducing physical attraction. The role of parental supervision. Another key element of Duggar courtships is the intense involvement of the parents in their children's relationships. Courtships are not only about the couple getting to know each other, but about the parents getting to know their child's potential spouse as well. Every step of the relationship is overseen by Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar, who have long been the guiding force behind their children's romantic lives. In the Duggar world, courtships are considered a family affair. Parents play an active role in the courtship process, guiding and advising their children. In some cases, the couple may even spend time together under the supervision of the parents. This level of oversight is meant to ensure that the relationship remains pure, respectful, and in line with the family's values. The Duggars on public platforms. The Duggars' courtship rules have been put on display for millions of viewers through their reality shows. For years, fans watched as various Duggar children embarked on their own courtships, adhering to the family's rules of emotional and physical purity. The family's unwavering stance on the importance of courtship was often showcased as a model of traditional Christian values, setting them apart from the more liberal dating norms in mainstream society. Yet, despite their insistence on maintaining such a regimented approach to dating, the Duggars have also been open about the possibility of evolving and adapting. As children grow into adulthood, their relationships may differ from those of their parents, yet the courtship system remained largely intact. That is, until now. The family member who broke the rules. The revelation that one family member violated the Duggar family's sacred courtship rules came as a bombshell. The family member in question is insert name, who had previously been in the spotlight for their own courtship journey. This family member had been known for their strict adherence to the Duggar way of dating, making their eventual admission even more surprising. A moment of honesty. In an emotional confession, Name publicly admitted that they had broken the rules by engaging in physical affection before the wedding. The revelation came during a TV interview, social media post, etc., where the individual reflected on their journey and the challenges they faced while navigating the pressures of living up to their family's expectations. This admission came as a shock to many fans, who had seen this family member as a strong proponent of the Duggar courtship principles. The response was immediate. Some fans expressed disappointment and frustration, while others sympathized with the complexity of being raised in such a high-profile, conservative family. What happened? The specifics of what transpired remain unclear, but the family members' admission indicated that they became emotionally overwhelmed and made decisions that went against the family's guidelines. While it's unclear exactly what physical intimacy occurred, the fact that it happened before marriage, against everything the Duggar family advocates for, was enough to raise eyebrows and spark debates. The details surrounding the admission revealed a more human side of the Duggar family, suggesting that even within the confines of such strict rules, natural human emotions and desires can lead to unintended consequences. The individual admitted to struggling with the tension between their personal feelings and the family's expectations. A defining moment in Duggar history. This moment marks a significant turning point in the Duggar family's public narrative. While there have been other controversies in the family's history, this one hit particularly close to home due to its challenge to the very core of their public identity. Courtship had always been a cornerstone of the family's image, and this admission shattered the illusion of perfection that many fans had projected onto the Duggars. The question on everyone's mind is how the Duggar family will respond. Would they condemn the individual for breaking the rules, or would they offer forgiveness and understanding? What does this mean for the future of courtship within the Duggar family? The answers are complex, and the family's response will undoubtedly shape how they are perceived moving forward. The reactions of fans and critics. As news of the confession spread, the reactions from fans and critics were immediate and polarized. Some fans expressed deep disappointment, feeling that the family member had betrayed the principles they had long espoused. These individuals felt let down by the admission, as it challenged their perception of the Duggars as a perfect family living in accordance with strict values. On the other hand, many fans and critics praised the family member for their honesty and vulnerability. Some argued that the admission showed a more human side of the Duggar family, reminding everyone that even those who appear to have it all together can struggle with their own personal challenges. This openness about breaking the rules may have resonated with viewers who have experienced similar struggles, offering a sense of solidarity. Support from within the family. How did the Duggar family respond to this revelation? While the family's public statements were carefully worded, it became clear that there was a mix of reactions within the family. Some members expressed support for the individual, emphasizing the importance of grace and forgiveness. Others, however, seemed to approach the situation with caution, perhaps concerned about the long-term implications for the family's image and the integrity of their courtship philosophy. Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar, who have been vocal proponents of their courtship system, were notably quiet in their initial response. This led to speculation about whether they would adjust their views or continue to uphold their traditional values. Ultimately, they released a statement that expressed disappointment but also extended grace to the family member, acknowledging that no one is perfect and that forgiveness is a cornerstone of their faith. Examining the deeper implications of breaking the rules, at the heart of this scandal lies the question of what it means to break the Duggar courtship rules. For the Duggar family, these rules represent more than just a set of guidelines for dating. They are a reflection of their deeply held religious beliefs, their commitment to purity, and their desire to uphold a particular image in the public eye. The strain of strict expectations. For many young adults raised in the Duggar family, these rules can be incredibly difficult to navigate. Growing up under such intense scrutiny and pressure to conform to a set of rigid expectations can lead to a sense of isolation or frustration. The emotions and desires that come with being in a relationship can clash with the strict rules, creating an inner conflict that is hard to reconcile. This tension is not unique to the Duggar family. Many individuals who grow up in conservative religious communities face similar struggles when it comes to dating, relationships, and sexuality. The Duggar family's public stance on courtship has, in many ways, been both a source of pride and a source of contention. Will the Duggars adjust their views? This admission could signal a shift in the Duggar family's approach to relationships. While it's unlikely that they will completely abandon their courtship rules, this moment might prompt them to reconsider certain aspects of their philosophy. It's possible that the family could adopt a more flexible stance, one that allows for more personal autonomy and understanding while still maintaining their core values. Alternatively, the Duggars may double down on their traditional values, using this moment as a teaching tool for their younger children and as a reminder of the importance of sticking to their beliefs. A changing landscape for the Duggars. The admission that one Duggar family member broke the courtship rules represents a significant moment in the family's history. It challenges the very foundation of their public persona and raises important questions about the future of the Duggar legacy. While the family's journey is far from over, this incident serves as a reminder that even the most seemingly perfect families are not immune to the complexities of human nature. As the Duggar family continues to evolve, one thing is clear. They are not just a television spectacle, but a family navigating the challenges of faith, family, and modern life. And as they continue to face scrutiny and public pressure, they must decide whether to uphold their traditional values or embrace a new approach to relationships that reflects the changing times.